I'm on my new build, by the way, FYI. It is Amazeballs.
Sweet. Alright.
Yeah, I'm super happy with it.
So, this is just going to be Theater of the Mind for the time being, because there's no real point having a map. But we're going to start tonight far away from the city, in the dark depths of the forest, where Greenie has met with the other Enclave agents that he was sent to Avalaria with to deal with Infernaro.
Yeah.
And, hold on, let me pull up my notes here.
Basically, so I'm meeting up with them in a secret manner in the woods of secretness, all secret-like.
Yeah.
Secret.
A little like...
Don't want no secret.
A little like glaive or something like that, a little fire. And you guys are slowly showing up to the meeting. You show up, there's already like 2 out of like the 5 people who are supposed to come, sort of thing. You are one of them.
So there's only me and one other person then. Or you're saying there's 2, I arrive, and there's supposed to be 5 of us in total.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't hear you, Lauren. You don't have to start. This is mainly Greenie. You can listen if you want to, though.
Okay, I just asked if you wanted to smoke.
Yes, but not right now.
Okay, it's ready for you.
Alright, so the guy who is there first sort of looks around, and as the last guy arrives, there's now 4 of you. There's sort of like a whisper, a hush-hush here and there, sort of communicating to like the leader of your little pack. Alright, let's begin.
Should we not wait for, and I name the missing member?
They won't be attending tonight. We'll be getting to that in a minute. So, Infernaro is getting stronger and is gathering minions in large numbers now. She mainly stays at Argavost Holt and has started to use magic to further conceal the hold. There's been long periods of time where she has not been seen, and it's very troubling. She's planning on something big, and we no longer can keep tabs on her at all times. Not only that, but we've discovered our magic-sealed weapons have been detected by Infernaro, and she has developed a way to defend herself from our magic. Cast aside your oath weapons, brethren, and look for another way to take down this beast.
Okay, out of character. What the fuck, man? That's not cool, dude. Alright.
What's the matter, Matthias?
Does he see that I look panicked?
Do your senses differ from the hunter's pack? If you do not cast aside your weapon, you risk detection from Infernaro, and will bear the weight of the oath we took, alone.
Well, I mean...
Dun dun dun!
She'll already have kept tabs on me. I've been keeping eyes on her, who we thought were minions. They seem to be nothing but just... Not mindless, what's the word here? Just... How do I say, like... Well, how do I say, like, this is out of character, this part, like, how do I just say, like, they don't know that they're doing the like, super evil shit. They're...
Unfortunate circumstances?
Yeah, let's go with that. So basically, they do not realize the unfortunate circumstances they've been trapped in.
Accidental collaborators?
Sure, let's go with that. That's a good one.
Basically, like, they're oblivious.
Having been traveling with them, I can tell you of the items they've gathered or the people for Infernaro. Do we already have details on this, or is this news?
Well, the specifics aren't... I believe you talked to them before about this.
Yeah, but I don't know if I told them, like, you know, oh, they've already given her some type of gem. They got some skull from someplace. They delivered a fucking wizard somewhere. I don't know where that mad mage is now.
No, we never delivered him. He got taken away from us.
So he's in Avalar's clutches now.
Yeah, he's in Avalaria, I think. Well, you don't know this.
Yeah, I don't know this.
Well, Greenie would know that the Mad Mage was last seen in the prison.
Yeah.
You were in there. The Mad Mage was in there.
Yeah. So, far as I know, he's being detained somewhere. So I'd relay this information to them, and it's like, well, I mean, even if she can find me with this weapon, do we have is there any other way to thwart her? If it's my burden to bear alone, I will bear it. If you guys can, in secret, maybe flesh out another method. Basically, I'm a Pelagro.
This could work. These things you're bringing to our attention are troubling. These items are powerful.
That being said, if she's keeping herself in the hold, she will have to either invite us in to deliver the items, or we can invite her to a place of our choosing, where I hope you and many others could be in wait. Or lay in wait.
So you intend to use these unfortunate adventurers to pull Emma out of her lair?
I don't know if I would say I trust them, but they've proven useful, and they have yet to give me reason or cause for concern.
Very well. Keep us up to date. Moving on. The undead horde in this area is a pressing matter. Galmorphus the Green has asked us to aid in this battle. Our knowledge of the land is extremely useful to their defense. And since we cannot watch Infinaro, one of us should help them until the time is right. Or Infinaro exposes herself and we can strike.
Well, is anybody else going to pipe up among my people here, or am I just going to be, like, the only guy who talks? This is the worst meeting ever. Okay,
I thought this was just you meeting with these people while we were doing other shit last time.
No, I don't mean you guys. I mean, is there anybody other rangers saying, like, oh, well, we got that, or something? Or am I just going to be like, well, seeing as how Inferno knows where I am, and she'll think I'll be fighting the Horde, it will give you guys, agency to move about undetected, and, like I said, I'll be with the adventurers she has gathering stuff, so, I mean, we'll set to task. So it could be a 2 birds, 1 stone scenario.
Very well. This could work. And if she does get drawn out of her lair, we can go in.
Exactly. Another thing that I might bring to attention regarding the undead horde. We last I talked with the group that I've been traveling with. There is a mountain past the horde that is the dwelling of some dwarves. Unfortunately, it's been overtaken by orcs, and I realize this is not my concern nor our duty, but...
Would he know that? Sorry.
Yeah.
But you didn't talk, it was only Krull, and he only told us when we were outside and you hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, he was in the bar, though.
I was inside listening.
Okay, well,
I was doing my awesome stealthy shit!
Alright.
He's being the creepy ranger in the corner listening to everybody.
What up?
Alright.
But yeah, they are aware of the orc presence. A couple of them will bring forward that the area that they've been scouting, they've had a rise in orc population. They aren't much, but they're around.
Well, I believe the party was moving to assist these dwarves. I don't know for sure, but if so, we may use this to our advantage as well. If the dwarves have anything that may help take down a dragon, being that they may be more familiar with mountain-dwelling creatures, I'll make sure to investigate.
Very well. And if you keep your oath bow, since she has developed a way of tracking that, it may draw her gaze for us, giving us a weak spot or something so we can infiltrate.
Perfect. Well, I mean, that's most of what I had to report. Was there anything additional?
Other than the death of our companion. And then you can see everybody starts casting their oath weapons into the fire.
Oh Jesus! Oh, it hurts my heart to watch that. All right. Is there like I don't know? I make like a. I guess we're not like a military order, right? So I mean, I wouldn't do like a salute, but I assume I'd do some type of like. We're all elves, right? So maybe there's like an elvish thing to say or do for what fallen comrade type thing.
Just describe what Greenie would do.
Okay, well, assuming this is like an elvish thing, I would just do a more somber bird whistle, like something like what's like a bird that gives like a really somber fucking, not a mockingbird.
Just like whistle the music that's happening right now.
I was gonna say a nightingale. I do the chirp of like a nightingale, because it's like somber and like it's like just something like that as like a symbol of for my fallen comrade. And I would assume like the rest of the people there would do something similar.
Yeah, they all follow along, same whistle. Then they bow. The one guy puts the fire out, and they all sink away into the darkness.
Alright. I go to return to Avolar. Avalaria? Yeah. With bow in hand and all.
Alright. Roll a D100 for me.
Oh, fun. $72.
Okay, you make it back to the inn before they have arrived.
Okay.
So we're just going to interject you to where they were previously. So you're just going to be like sitting in the dark ass corner of this place, sort of doing your like meditational rest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Crawl comes back first and sort of bursts through the door, but everyone very shortly after bursts through. And this is like middle of the night, maybe like 2 a.m. now, and they're coming through the door. They are bloodied and beat, and they are in a panic.
I move to them like immediately seeing this, because it's basically like CIA agent waiting for my informants, and they get there and they're not looking at it. It's like, what the fuck happened? So I move forward. I'm like, what is with this sorry state? Why are you coming in all bloodied and shit? I say and shit.
So does Crawl get to talk first, I guess?
Either of you two could talk first. Adam's not going to be here for a little bit. He said he's going to be a little bit late.
Yes.
Okay.
I could talk to Crawl if needed.
I hear that went well.
Okay, it went really fun. I'm just gonna be like, Vin was kidnapped, and we need to leave now. As soon as everyone gets here, get your stuff.
I don't question it. Like, I'm waiting for them to move then.
So, like, I head upstairs if I had left my bag. I wouldn't have left really anything here, but yeah, like, go upstairs, kind of.
Yeah, everybody's allowed to use their short rest stuff. Some of you did it previously, some of you haven't done it yet.
Oh, I did not, yeah.
Can you put me on the map, Matt?
Oh, yes.
I have my green orb, but...
Yeah, you can also you can drag your own guy on, too.
I can drag my own guy on?
But there he is.
Oh, well. Doesn't look like I need to really do much.
Okay, I thought
yeah, green orb's mine.
I thought that guy was just kind of like, green slime for sale. Green slime for sale.
Not quite.
So Crawl's plan that he offers up is to leave immediately. Get out of the city before anything's discovered or something like that. He has permission from the Order of the Gauntlet to leave. They can't give him anything, like horses or anything like that, but he can leave.
Alright. As far as where was our next destination, had the group decided?
Not entirely, but going towards the Dwarven Mountain. But you guys can
I really want to play that. Wait, I really want to play that out, yeah. Don't. I want us to like get out of the city first. Like as soon as everybody gets here, we're gonna sneak out of the alleys and like get the fuck out.
Okay.
I just want us to. I don't know if Matt, you were gonna have anybody interrupt us during that, but
Well, just tell me what you want to say and do, and I'll tell you what you can do.
okay. So like as everyone arrives into the inn, like we gather our stuff really quickly and like as quietly as we can, and whoever knows the city well, I want you to like lead us out of the city because it was not great with directions.
You mean crawl?
Crawl, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Crawl will say that he doesn't know the city very well, but Vin will pipe up saying that...
I thought she was kidnapped.
No, she is here.
We got her back. Yeah,
She
we
was
got her back.
kidnapped.
Just stop.
To catch you up really quick, they'll tell you that Vin was, like, bagged and tagged and ripped out of her room during the night by a bunch of, like, gangsters.
Quick question. Because remember how I was, like, observing the inn? Had I already, like, left so I didn't observe these random guys leaving with a person in a sack?
Correct.
Okay, fair enough.
So you would have heard a whistle and gone to your meeting.
Gone to meeting, okay.
And now you're back a couple hours later, and they're back, and they're like, we need to leave right now. Finn knows the streets of the city. She doesn't know this city, but she knows how the streets of the cities work. And she believes she could find a quick way out of the city.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As they're, like, getting to things, I asked Talua as they're, like, walking by, I guess, before they had gone, like, who is in pursuit of you, and I'll keep an eye out, who am I looking for?
Right now, most probable is the city guards, honestly.
What?
We were almost caught. We killed most of the gangsters, but one escaped. So we need to keep a low profile and get out. We can't be caught in Avalaria causing mischief again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we almost
keep
won.
An eye out,
but they were strong.
City guards, I guess. Out, like, a front.
Yeah, like if you want to, like if you want to like be on the rooftops and like watching a perimeter, like.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Okay, cool.
So, Matt, at no point have we gotten a long rest. We've only gotten the benefits of a short rest.
Correct. So they went to go to bed, maybe rested for an hour or so. I might have...
Before the Vin stuff happened. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I gave them a long rest or not, but she got dragged away in the middle of the night. Big battle ensued, and then they've made their way back.
Okay.
And they escaped with, like, by the hair of their chin or the skin of their teeth, like, they just barely made it out of that fight.
Alright. So, Matt, peering out, I assume, is this anything to be concerned about?
Yeah, don't worry about this map too much. We'll do most of this theater of the mind.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
But it's still really dark. It's the wee hours of the morning. It's probably a couple hours till sunrise.
Is everyone gathered up yet?
Ready.
Crawl, yeah.
Yep.
Doc, good.
Yep.
Doc again, I guess. Doc. Lua? Has anyone seen Lua?
Yeah, I was here already. Like we're leaving.
Oh, okay.
I'm just thank you, Matt. I don't know what the fuck was.
I stopped you guys for a second. It's like 1 sec. You're saying we can't be caught by the guard whatsoever?
Yeah, unless we want to probably lie.
Okay.
So let's just go.
If that's the case, just to be safe, I begin, like, casting this on the group and myself.
Lou is delighted you're doing something useful.
Fuck off. I do many things useful, like put arrows in people, even party members.
Mainly Lua. That means we get to leave Great Matt?
Well, you can sort of like walk through the city without leaving any trace behind you, and you get +10 to stealth checks.
Okay.
This will help the stealth a lot. But if a guard sees you, you're not invisible.
Yeah, but it's
but like we're gonna stealth or yeah.
So you're gonna stick to the back alleys. You're gonna follow Vin. And you're going to use the darkness to your advantage? Okay. So everybody roll a stealth check for me, please.
Plus 10 to each of them. You're welcome.
Thank fuck, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can you guys stop not being stealthy? I have base 8 stealth.
No.
So, I'm 30.
Yeah, we're just like
Fucking
clumsily, like, I for some reason have not put my scythe away and I'm like trying to tuck it in my cloak and like, Fox just like, ow!
So like, Vin leads you guys down a couple alleyways out of the tavern and you're very like, keeping to the walls, you're like, move, 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 and stuff like that. And all of a sudden you guys realize that Greeny's not anywhere. And then you hear some chuckling laughter as Greeny's like standing right there.
I'm just that good.
Listen, just get us the fuck out of here.
Just keep following Vin. Don't worry, I'll be behind.
Okay.
What
Greeny's really great at stealth, and we're doing okay, and I'm assuming he's helping us really greatly with watching out for guards, and we're sneaking out of the city.
Alright, awesome. Come on, Greeny.
Whose was that one, Matt?
16 was Crawl.
So that's 26?
Yeah, 13 is Vin. So you guys are moving very stealthily.
Yeah. Except for Thok.
Kind of like peer around corners, and as the sun is actually beginning to rise a little earlier than expected. Still dark, but it's kind of like twilight, where the streets are starting to light up. You guys are starting to see guards changing posts and stuff like that. Like there's a sleepy guard, and a new guard walks up, kind of taps on his shoulder, and then you guys dart to a different alleyway while they're preoccupied with their little morning chat.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys just keep sneaking.
Yeah, we're just making our way out.
Make another stealth check.
Oh, thank God.
Making our way downtown, walking fast.
Oh wait, why am I... 22.
Homebound.
23. So basically, Adam, just any stealth check, add 10 to it. And that's your stealth right now. Oh God,
Right,
Lua!
sorry, I'm just
Yeah.
I'd also like to know the order at which you guys are traveling. So we'll put Vin at the
21,
start because she's leading.
Yeah, Vin's leading, yeah.
I'd say I'd go next. I don't know.
Thok.
I'd be
Trying to
bringing up
keep
the rear
Thok
pretty much
quiet.
any time, I think.
Yeah, I think then Stalk, then Kroll, trying to like keep Throck like in line, I guess.
So Vin, Thought, Crawl, Lua, Greeny, or
No, Vin, Lua, Stalk, Kroll, Greeny. Greeny, I kind of want you like ahead, checking for the path clear, maybe.
Then
Or
I should be right
behind
behind
better.
Vin then, eh?
Yeah, like I don't know. I kind of pictured you
Okay.
like on rooftops around us, checking the corners
This
a little
isn't
better.
a forest. I'm not like a rooftop elf.
Don't be a rooftop elf.
Come on,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You got the 31. Do what you want.
I'm just gonna tightrope across all these little banners from building to building and just fucking be
Yeah.
Jumping nimbly bimbly from tree to tree. This is what I want from you.
all right. As you guys argue in the alleyways,
Jesus.
make stealth checks at disadvantage.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh wait, no, that's not it.
Can't just do what I fucking say.
You want me to climb onto a roof?
You get the idea that
15.
roofs would be very easily visible.
Thok.
So I'm still
Wait,
good,
is this
28.
is this for us or just Greeny? Because he's the one
Oh
prowling
God,
along.
damn it!
Everybody is sneaking at the current time, unless you choose not to.
Yeah, I'm just arguing with myself.
You're like chasing after Greeny. Why aren't you up there?
Trying to throw him on the roof.
Shush!
Get on the roof!
Big pot yet? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, but we continue moving apparently.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you guys kind of like tripping and stumbling and fumbling.
Oh, plus 10, you said?
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
10. You're 13.
Yeah.
13.
I don't know if my crit fails still.
Lua, make an acrobatics check for me, please.
How long does this last? 1 hour. Okay, we're good. We're solid. Okay.
So Lua,
Yeah.
your cloak's gonna get caught on something, and it's gonna cause you to like stumble out into the open of an alleyway. But you're gonna catch your footing and kind of just jump and keep moving.
Woo! I'm gonna say that definitely snaps me back into.
All right. Once you shush everybody, Vin is going to be leading everyone to the left of an alleyway. She's like this way. She kind of moves forward and starts calling everybody else. Lua, you're gonna see a raven sitting on top of a building corner, and it's gonna be like, ah! It's staring right at you.
I stop immediately. Is that my raven?
No, this is a different one. And it immediately flies off the building down to the path to the right.
Okay, I immediately touch Vin and I start moving to the right. Full faith in Raven, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can I
Yep.
shoot the damn bird? I want to shoot the damn bird.
No.
Okay, quick question. So I'm as we're sneaking, I asked the group, wait a second. They're looking for you guys. Do they have any idea you had an elf with you from the Emerald Enclave?
It's too late to bail out now.
No, I'm just saying, I could easily walk ahead and scout. I'm saying this in a hushed tone.
They might not know who we are, but they might, so.
But also, I'm Emerald
yeah.
Enclave. There's many of me about the city right now. Not
Also, I'm
True,
Order
and
of
we
the
all-
Gauntlet, but that's... that's...
Yeah,
Vin
but they
says,
kind of.
"What are you guys doing? Let's go!"
Yeah, I go to the right. I'm moving down the right alley.
What? But Vin says this way. She knows the city better than us.
I stopped her and moving this way, and I'm like, follow the raven.
Vin says,
I
"I'm not following a bird."
I tell everyone to follow Vin. I'll get Lua. Or actually, Crawl, do you want to get Lua? I don't know. She might not want me to get her.
You think she's gonna listen to me?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Fine.
All right.
Lua
doesn't
I will
stop.
go after Lua.
Lua doesn't
No,
stop.
Jesus.
She keeps going.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I
I follow Lua. Because I'm like, fuck. Worst case...
Actually,
I'll
no,
just
she
say,
may listen to me. I don't know. Hopefully.
Well, I was going to say, I could just say, hi, I'm part of the Emerald Enclave. I've been told to bring this wench or something. I'll just say whatever I feel like at the time to the, a meeting thing or whatever.
The brothel, and then she's gonna fucking smack
Sure,
you.
we literally can't be having a normal conversation walking down the street. I have to be a prisoner. Fuck you.
All right. Well, Lua, what happens is after you take the right turn and leave everybody into the dust, you guys can chase her if you want to or not. But Lua, you follow the bird and into the next little clearing. You kind of pop out into the middle of a intersection, and you're sort of looking around to figure out where the bird is. Can you make a perception check for me?
Jesus Christ.
I'm not very wise.
So you look left, there's no bird. You look right, there's no bird. You look straight ahead, there's no bird.
I look
Can
up.
There it is, high up over there. It flutters its wings and takes off.
I head over there.
So you follow, chasing down corridors and tight turns, losing sight of it, and then seeing it again. Squawk! It leads you down a crazy path to an older part of town where there's a thin fog along the ground, and the buildings are cold. Or the buildings are old and the air is cold.
Oh god. Getting scared, but I'm still following that bird.
Oh, God. I don't like this. I'm still following Lua, by the way. Is that a thing?
Yep, you can you just be
Okay.
20, 30 feet behind her sort of thing.
But I feel like
Yeah.
I had a good head start on him, and he should be making sneak checks. Unless he's just perfectly following me. This is true, I wanted everyone
No,
to follow
I'm
me, so
just
whatever,
following
that's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, Louis, you hear
Enjoy.
footsteps behind you. You feel alright. Okay, so you turn a corner, and the raven sits atop a lamppost that gives no light. It moves back and forth, kind of hopping on one side of the T lamppost. looking at you and then looking at something on the ground near the base of the lamppost.
I approach the lamppost and see what it is on the ground.
All right. With the fog, it's hard to tell, but it looks like a body, a small body, like a child's. As you're approaching, the raven swoops down, landing near the body as you approach, and it starts pecking and biting at the body's face, hopping and pulling. It flaps its wings, and then it takes off, swooping near you and dropping something on the ground.
Do I see any of this?
Yeah, Greeny, you're sort of catching up.
What the fuck?
I don't know, I guess I take a moment. I'm actually gonna and I bend down to pick up whatever it was that it was dropped.
It's an eye. It was too easily plucked from the body as well. It gives you a very off feeling. Roll an insight check for
God.
me. And Greeny, you can roll a
the
perception.
Okay. Perception. Fuck.
Guys, I'm not very smart.
Insight.
Yes, it is. It's wisdom.
Intelligence is smart. Wisdom is different.
As you're catching up to Lua, she sort of stopped. Again, 30 feet ahead of you. She bends over and picks something up, but the cold air and this weird fog that's rolled around the ground it's hard to see, but she picks something up and looks at it, and you can tell she feels off about it. But Louis, you don't know what this means. It's just an eyeball.
What color is it?
Like the iris?
Yeah, is it whitened over, or does it still have its color?
Oh, don't look at it.
I'm gonna look at it.
I don't know what actually happens to human eyes, but I think it's just blue. It just looks like an eyeball that's been ripped out of a body.
Okay, so can I move my cloak to clear the fog around the body without having to touch it? I don't know, can I be worried that it's a zombie? Or does my insight kind of ruin that?
You can be worried that it's a zombie. But
I'm definitely worried that it's a zombie.
You're not over top of it. You're probably 10, 15 feet from the body.
I'm still gonna try. I have a big ass cloak.
Okay, make a dexterity check. Try to clear some fog with wind.
Can you clear fog?
Depends what she rolls.
Yeah, you know how you walk through. It is a cloud.
It kind of you see the fog rolling from the wake you've created, but you don't clear anything, and that's when you hear it. The body begins to move, even moans slightly. And by the time you look up, it has risen to its feet, and with an unholy moan, it lurches forward. The raven squawks one last time and flies back the way you came.
I attack it.
Yeah. I assume I'll take an attack after her.
Yeah, you guys can both roll an attack.
Guys, I hate zombies.
I'm just gonna do a regular shot, not a sharpshooter. But Louis, you should go first.
Oh, that's shit.
So yeah, we'll let Lua make an attack first. So as this thing kind of it does a Michael Jackson sort of dance where it just stands up unholy, like a vampire out of its coffin. And Louis, you sort of swing at it, but it's not moving the way a body should move. So you miss, but then it's immediately shot right in the face with an arrow.
For 9 damage.
And it just goes flying back. The arrow goes right through it. The body falls to the ground limp. And
I want to pocket the eyeball.
I go to examine the body, not even worrying about what she picked up.
Okay, what kind of examination do you want to do?
I want to see A, is this the only zombie in the area? Is there any evidence that this is a soul zombie? B, how long has this body been dead? How long ago did it actually turn into a zombie?
Okay, you could make a nature check.
I'm really worried that the horde is here, guys.
And
We had more time.
We'll put Vin, Krull, and Thok are kind of waiting at the left-hand turn, being like, "Where did they go?" This thing
supernatural.
This thing just turned into a zombie.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
I relay that to Lua. This is a fresh kill. It just turned.
Okay, I wanna like look around, like see if there's anybody else in any of the buildings, like looking out, like I'm definitely searching for someone nearby.
Okay, make perception.
Oh, like a necromancer. Oh, okay. Would you have told me, like, search for someone and I could tell
I may have whispered, like, Avolar.
You could also, Greenie, it'd be a really good idea to look around as well.
Yeah, so I get the feeling, yeah, we're probably not alone. So perception as well, or just, can she roll again with advantage? Like I'm helping her? Or just...
I don't know. I'd say look, yeah. I'm definitely freaked out that there was a zombie here.
Okay.
You guys are alone, other than the bird that just took off.
Everything's fine.
But that bird flew right back the way you came, and if you want to follow it, you can. Well, it's been a little while now. I don't know where it's gone. But you are alone in like it's an older part of town. There's no windows are boarded up. Some of the buildings are a little more decrepit. Some of the roofs are kind of caved in. It doesn't look like anybody lives here.
Matt, if it's a freshly turned zombie, like its flesh isn't rotten or anything, how hard would it be to sever off its hand?
It wouldn't be hard at all. You could just take like 30 seconds and cut it off.
Can you tell it's a zombie's hand? Just from the hand? Like, is it still, like, dead and...
No, it just looks like a human's hand.
Okay, fuck. That won't work then. Fuck it, I take the head.
Gross.
Well, I need to, like... No one's gonna believe, oh, there's a zombie in the city? Haha, good one.
Well, how do you tell a zombie apart from a human's head?
I don't know, the eyeball was missing and shit. I don't know, like, fuck.
It's
No,
missing
you're right.
an eyeball, got an arrow hole through it.
It doesn't work.
Fuck, okay, fine. Then we might as well just burn the damn thing and be on our way.
I'm just like, we need to leave. I'm not waiting for this shit. I'm leaving.
Right, fine.
I follow the raven back.
I'm like, fuck, and I just follow Lua then, and just leave the body. I take my arrow, obviously. I need to collect those.
Do we see them at all?
Freaking the fuck.
When they catch up to you guys, you will. Are you guys specifically sitting there waiting for them, or do you keep moving? Vin would usher that we should keep going.
Krull leans over the side to Lua and Greenie. He's like, what the hell happened?
Oh, so you guys did wait. Okay.
I hand you an eyeball.
And it can wait till we're out of the city, but on our way out, we need to tell someone of this.
What happened?
You can come back after we get out.
Greenie, like, what do you mean?
There's no time to explain. There's no time to explain why there's no time to explain. Let's go.
This could be a concern. If you guys want to...
We need to move.
I can meet up with you guys.
You guys sort of start noticing that the guards are moving around. And as the light is rising, it's becoming a lot brighter. It's going to be a lot harder to sneak around.
Can we try and blend in with crowds?
There really isn't a crowd much right now, but you can sort of hear that people are rustling and bustling. There's a few pedestrians out in the streets. Early worm getter type people. But you're hiding in sort of an alleyway, and Vin is like, we need to move. We need to keep moving.
Okay.
I turn to Krull and I whisper to him, like, if you want to tell somebody there was a zombie in the city, I'm getting out of here. Best of luck, and I, like, clasp his hand and follow Vin out.
Alright. Krull,
I'm going to the door.
2 seconds, and he goes, you guys keep going. I need to let Lord Neverember know this. I'll meet you guys later if I can.
Fuck, go. Fuck.
We can't hear you, Evan.
Yeah, Evan, you're really quiet.
Thoughts gonna go with Lua.
Okay.
All right. You guys go. You guys get out of the city. Krull's gonna go to Lord Neverember and let him know about this. Better to be aware.
I also have to report to what's his name, the whatever, and they're not looking for me necessarily. I was gonna go with you, Krull. That okay?
I think they're better. Krull relays that you guys are in better hands if you stay with the group.
I'm just moving on.
All right.
Not very well, but I'm less blended.
We don't have. Yeah. Krull tells Greenie we don't have time to argue.
I'll make sure they get out of the city. Yeah.
Okay,
fine.
Do that. I will go to Lord Neverember with what proof? The eyeball and the skull, or the head.
Well, I didn't
Just
take
the
the
eyeball.
head.
Just the eyeball.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you find the body? Real quick.
I'm already gone.
I explained to him like the way, because I have no doubt I can catch up to Lua and Vin and them.
Okay, but the body is off in this alleyway, I guess, where you guys went.
I explain it's just I give them the directions. I don't know what they actually are. I just give them to
Yeah, it's just theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just write a reminder for myself that the directions.
Yeah, it's in the old quarter, near the center lamppost. And Lua and Vin's ahead of Lua. Lua's following behind. Greenie and Thok are also following you guys as well.
Yep. I'm following them. I'll make a stealth check in just a second.
Yeah, if you're all sneaking, I would have you make stealth checks again. And Krull, how do you go about getting towards Neverember?
I'm just going straight to the gate. I'm not even sneaking. Like I'm not even rushing. I'm just like striding towards, like trying to get to the front of the gates.
Yep, just purposefully walking. Okay. I have to roll for Vin. I'm going to have Krull roll a persuasion check. You kind of go out into the open and you start walking around and guards sort of look at you. They don't say anything, but roll a persuasion check for me as you try to purposefully walk in a certain direction. You feel the gaze of people and guards upon you.
Would it be persuasion or performance?
Persuasion.
Be persuasion. I'm not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, he's just sort of using his body language.
Is Lord Neverember in his tent? I'm Krull Ironborn of the Order of the Gauntlet. I wish to speak of some recent sightings of the city.
We're gonna put you still far from Neverember. Just roll a persuasion check for you're just walking through the streets. Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Thank fuck.
They don't know if he's in his tent or not. That's not their job. Yep, it's early morning. He might be wherever he sleeps. I don't know if he sleeps in the tent, but he's there early morning, and they're just kind of like,
okay.
It's a weird question for them.
I tell them there's a body, in the old quarter under the center lamppost. That there's a body that looks decayed. We may need to check it out.
All right, they sort of like they talk to each other for a second, and they're like, "Okay, he's gonna go, and I'll come with you."
All right, I will make my way to Lord Neverember, and I say, with your leave, I will head to him as soon as possible.
All right, so we'll have you walking towards Neverember. Make a survival check for me. Try to figure out the streets. If you want to use a different skill,
homeless people.
Just sort of you could use investigation or something like that. Just something to understand the streets of the city to go the right direction. Straight intelligence, whatever you.
Oh god damn it! Now.
So you're kind of like, it's this way, you take a turn, it's this way, you take another turn, and all of a sudden, you take another turn, and you're like in someone's backyard.
This is the wrong turn. God damn it.
And before you stands a golden dragonborn. She's young, but definitely no wormling. Her golden scales perfectly reflect the morning sun shining into your eyes. She wears an elaborate network of little jewels and gems that complement her golden scales. And she's hanging her laundry for the morning sun. And just behind her is where she'll be sunbathing, on a mirrored perch just behind her. She drops a piece of laundry as your guys' eyes meet, and it startles her. It falls on the ground in front of you, and she looks like you are intruding, but she hasn't screamed for the guard yet. What do you do?
Wow, chica, wow, wow.
My apologies, kinsman. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm currently looking for my superior in the city.
All right, make a persuasion check for me.
Oh, God damn it.
Crawl, you didn't try to woo her? She sounds like, you're opposite.
Crawl's asexual, man.
What?
Persuasion. Shit, sorry.
That's too bad.
Oh!
Even better. She's like, just take a left here and head straight, and you'll end up at the gates.
Thank you. Enjoy your day. And I keep moving.
All right, we're gonna go back to the other four now. And Thok.
Yeah.
You guys are sort of moving. Vin's up ahead. Lua's a little bit behind Vin. Kind of like you're like military moving from building to building to stay in the shadows. And when Thok's crossing a certain way, he sort of just trips on something. Just sprawls out on the ground, picks himself up. But right in front of you, Thok, is a little piece of candy.
I eat it.
Can I try and pick him up and just carry him along? Like, no, we don't have time.
Oh, can't.
Well, Thok, you're going to see another piece of candy, just a few feet ahead.
Oh, God!
Yeah, Matt, I would say you're too far back because you were talking with Krell.
If there is a candy trail, I am following.
Yeah, and this is just as the morning crowd starts to get busier.
Ooh, busy.
And there's this weird, tall surface traffic, causes you to sort of lose sight of your friends. You can just sort of see the legs of everybody as you look around. Ooh, piece of candy. And you can just faintly smell the aroma coming from the candy. It smells awesome.
Is everyone getting mind-fucked?
You pick it up, and then you see another one just a few feet further, and another piece, and then as you pick up another one and sort of eat it, you look over, and there's another person picking up the candy. They've got a little bag with a little rip in it. And they're just sort of like picking up the candies that they've dropped, and they sort of look over to you, and they're like, make eye contact, and they smile. Hey there, little guy. Do you like these? My name's Avolar. It's nice to meet you, Thok. And he holds his hand out with the bag of candy. Yeah, it's a elf in armor. He's just picking up the candies that he's dropped. He keeps the bag in his palm, sort of positioned so that the candies aren't falling out of the hole or the top of the bag. And he pushes this over to you. You're still a few feet away. And he goes, here, you can have these. But they're just for you. And he hands the ripped bag out for you to take.
Am I close enough to see this interaction yet? Like, I've been falling behind, right?
Yeah, you can make a perception check to try and locate Thok.
Like, yeah.
As the crowd sort of starts to hustle and bustle, you're in a busier area, and he's not with everybody else.
I take the candy. Tell him that he's pretty.
And he'll tell you, run along now, your friends might get worried, and sort of points you in the direction that you should be going.
Okay, thank you.
Greenie, you do see Thok. You sort of like scanning around, and just as people are crossing, you see Thok like take a bag of candy from.
Do I see the man he's taking it from?
Yes. With a 22, you'd be able to identify that it's Avolar as well. And Thok sort of grabs the candy and turns around and starts walking back towards you guys.
Alright, crap, I hate to do this to you, Thok. Is Thok just walking with these candies back towards us?
If that's what Thok wants to do.
Thok, what are you doing?
Hello? Sorry, my Discord is messing up.
So what are you doing when he gives you the candy?
Yeah, and then tells you your friends are over that way. Hurry up, they might get worried.
What? You guys are super choppy.
Yeah, I think I think it's on Evan's end because I can hear you fine.
Yeah. So Avolar hands Thok a bag of candy and says, "Oh, he's just disconnected from Roll20." He says,
"Okay, guys, I'm just gonna let you know right now my plan. I'm swatting that bag of candy out of his hands, and I'm like, fuck no, we out."
Well, he's already eaten like 3 of them.
Yeah, well, no more. He left Roll20, Adam.
I know, but he's gonna come back in.
Oh,
so.
okay, yeah, I guess you'll see the chat. No, but yeah, so I have like 10 more minutes, then I have to jet, so as soon as we get out of the city, like, Greenie would probably go back in the city to warn, like, well, relay messages from his meeting, to, what's his name?
Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
Oh, right, I might not even make it out of the city, right?
Damn, I wanted to have a roleplay mode.
Well, hang on, just give it a sec.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go with that. Thok comes back. He's got his candy. He won't let you smack his candies out of his hand.
Yeah, he won't. And I'm like, Thok, that man is not a good man. I don't care if he gave you candy. He's a necromancer. He's the one who's causing all of this.
Thok puts all of his candy in his mouth.
I bet he would. He's like, no, it's about
Just let it out.
I also don't know if Greenie would know Avolar is a necromancer.
I've seen him multiple times, but I guess maybe not a necromancer. I know there were vampires at his castle or home or something, right?
And,
I know that he gives me, like, remember when I first met him and I rolled insight really well, and I was like, that guy is not cool. Like, exudes
Yeah, you
death.
just know he's off, but he's not.
I guess I don't have... Well, no, but Lua, you have literally commented every time about Avolar and Undead and all the nastiness.
Lua just doesn't like necromancers, and the ties she's had with him are necromancy.
So yeah, I mean,
But I don't know if I would have communicated that to... anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay, fair enough. No, if I don't know if he's an necromancer, then I'm like, no. Then I'm just like, that's a bad man. He exudes just unnaturalness. You do not want that candy. And I try to swat it out of his hand.
Yeah, we'll let him keep them for now.
Okay.
But you guys are ushered forward to keep moving. Do you guys stick to the shadows and stuff like that?
We'll try. Now we have candy falling.
As it, like, if it starts getting, like, busier streets and stuff like that, like, Lua would start to, like, stop sneaking and just, like, pretending, like, she's going about her business. She's walking with purpose now and just, like, la la la. Yeah.
I would remain...
Still off to the side, but, like, that's because she's goth and likes the shadow.
Okay, so you're just, like, a weird person on the side of the streets.
Yep.
Greenie and Vin stick to the shadows. I assume Thok will as well. So you guys press on through the alleyways. Make stealth checks for me again. Lua, you can make a stealth check with disadvantage.
You still have the benefit of pass without trace. Which... Matt,
Yep.
Is it meta to see if there's candies falling out of the bag behind us with Doc?
You can make a perception check real quick. Unless he eats them all.
Well, no, because the thing is, with passive... Oh, okay. If he eats them all, I'm not worried about it. But if it's like he doesn't, I'm like, Avolar literally just gave him breadcrumbs. Because you can only find people with passive trace by magical means.
I have no diabetes.
Well, as you guys are moving around,
what the fuck did you just say?
He has gnome diabetes.
I'm okay.
So, Greenie, you can make a perception check to see if any candies have fallen or anything like that, since you're worried about it. Yeah, you definitely don't see any as you're sort of scanning around. Okay. But you do smell something weird. And it sort of stops you in your tracks, and you sort of sniff the air for a bit.
Oh, that's not good.
Make an insight check for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, that's history. Fuck. Am I gonna fall for one of these fucking honey pots that keep popping up? Maybe.
You basically get the feeling that you need to be better hidden, like, immediately. And you sort of, like, you put your back up against the wall into the darkness, and you kind of peer around the corner, looking for whatever's giving you this sensation. And there she is, Emma. Infernaro, in her human form.
Oh my god.
The crowd of the morning hustle obscures your vision and you lose track of her as you search. But there, a glimpse of her as she turns the corner. What do you do?
Do I fall for it? I think I fall for it.
Get the fuck out of there.
No, I think I follow. I tell the group to press on. I need to check on something, and I follow.
Okay, we're not waiting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bye.
Yeah, the rest of you are getting pretty close to the outskirts of the cities. Crawl, you're getting closer to the tents. Greenie, how do you follow her? Do you want to chase her down and catch up to her, or do you want to keep a distance and just see what she's doing?
I want to keep... I know I think she knows... Basically, Greenie's mind is... She can only be in this city for what I guess is two things. To get the items from the group, or she knows I'm here because I've found a way to track the oath weapons. So either way, there's probably going to be some type of confrontation or discussion.
Just do it.
I follow at a distance. I don't rush to catch up with her. Because I figure she's going to lead me to some secluded place to either kill me or, like, talk to me. One of the two.
Okay. So as the other parties are splitting off, going their own directions, you follow, and she makes her way through the city streets, sort of. She's not like looking around to see if you're following or anything like that. She's just making her way through the city streets. She's always got her back to you as you're keeping your distance. As she makes her way all the way to the guardhouse, where she just walks right into the guardhouse.
That's not fucking good. Okay. I do two things. First, do I see anybody that would be like a minion of a dragon, like a kobold or anything about?
You can make a perception check. Nope. The morning crowd is kind of getting a little bit busier. There's a lot of guards going in and out of the guardhouse. This is where Crawl and Vlad were held. You've been here before?
Yeah.
But nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Poor retainers.
Before approaching the guardhouse one last time, like, before I do a signal whistle to see if there's any Emerald Enclave in the area. Like, kind of like a beckoning. Like, can anybody respond right now? Obviously, it's like, this isn't stealthy in doing so. I'm like, I need backup ASAP.
It's a straight up Baka!
Sure.
There's no reply to your thing. You think you're a little too deep into the city.
Alright.
The Enclave seems to be out on the walls in the outskirts of the cities and stuff like that. They're not really in the city.
Alright, guys. This is where Greenie dies. It's been nice.
Before anything else happens, she's going to walk out. And with an elderly gentleman beside her, he seems to be drunk or something like that. And as they approach out of the way, you're sort of in like direct contact to look right at them. And you sort of lock eyes, and you feel the full presence of a dragon stare at you throughout your body.
Okay.
But you also notice that no one sees her or the old man. And she just dissipates.
Do I
into
recognize
the
the old man? Is the old man who I think it was?
You can do a history check.
Jesus Christ. Did she just get her hands on...
He didn't look like... He wasn't wearing what the Mad Mage was wearing or anything like that. He just looked like an old drunkard. But she just dissipates into the wind like she was a vision or an illusion.
That's not good. Well, that'll have to wait for the next weekly meeting with the, Dragon Killers Anonymous. Fuck. I go to check the guardhouse. Like, I know I can't see all the cells, but I walk, like, I'm sneaking up to the window, cloak over head, so, like, well, I had a cloak over my head last time, so I don't know if they'd actually recognize me.
Yeah, there is guards outside of the building. If you approach that front window, you'd only be able to see one cell, but there'd be people there to stop you and be like, you can't come in here.
Can I have a terrible charisma, I don't want to try and perform anything, but fuck it. I'm gonna walk up and just straight up ask. So I walk up to a guard and be like, basically, I say the name of the Emerald Enclave leader in the city. What's his name? The what?
Galmorphus the Green.
Galmorphus Green. He wishes to know about an occupant that was recently kept here. A crazy old man. Is he still in your custody?
No, the old man was let go quite some time ago. A few days at least, maybe a week.
I see.
He was the victim of like a kidnapping.
Did you get any eyes on the kidnapper?
No such thing.
They were sentenced to death.
But okay, so out of character, didn't he get caught with, like, yeah? But he was of a kidnapping. Oh, he was released, so he was just released as a victim, is what you're saying?
Yeah, he was let go.
Okay.
No charges were laid on him. We found him tied up in a wagon, and he was like filthy.
Good of you to do your duty.
Not.
I hope those
good care of them.
heathens met justice. Is there any? Do you know where he went by chance? I have a message from him from blah blah the Green.
No, I have no idea where he went.
No worries, and I pass him a silver. Thank you for your time.
He takes it, but he's like really puzzled. He sort of looks like he recognizes you, but he can't place it.
So I immediately start walking away now. And I go to catch up with the rest of the group. Oh, that's not good.
Alright, well, we're going to go back to Thok, Vin, and Lua.
Okay. Do you mind if I...
Yep. Yeah, you can bounce.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I told my mom I would do something, so... Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of the session. Try not to die.
See ya.
Try not to.
And Vin, Thok, and Lua, could you all make perception checks as you sort of make your way through the city streets? I'm not gonna roll for Vin. She's just gonna see it.
Yeah, I do too. I see everything.
Nice, Lauren.
And then one for Thok as he's chomping on his wad of candy. Thok doesn't notice it right away, but since Vin is in the lead, she sort of stops, and she stops doing like her hand signals and stuff like that, and she's like dead still, like eerily still, and you guys kind of catch up looking at her being like, what's going on? And then you look at where she's looking, and out in the middle of a courtyard is one of those people wearing one of those weird suits. It's just one of them.
What weird suit?
It looks like a mobster.
I run up and I stand in front of Vin and give him a mug.
Give Vin a what?
I run up and I like stand in front of Vin and I like guard dog style and I give him the mean mug.
Like, grr.
Well, has he seen us, or is he just standing there? Like, do we notice him before he notices us?
He's just sort of like, he's walked out of like a coffee shop sort of thing, and he's got like a little cup in his hand, and he sips a little bit of coffee, and he sort of like starts walking. He's like perpendicular to you guys, so he's like walking from your right to your left across the courtyard.
Okay, so he's just going about his daily business. So I pull them back into the alley. So we don't interact. Let him pass, and we move on.
Yeah, Vin wants to kill, but knows killing is bad, so she's just kind of like shaking in anger.
I slip a gold coin into her hand.
She comes down.
You turned that frown upside down.
Ooh, money.
You guys kind of pause for a moment, and you watch as that person walks over to a park bench near a fountain. There's birds being fed seeds, and there's children playing with kites. And the city is like fully coming to life now. But you're probably like 1 block from the outskirts of the city.
Okay, so like he goes over that way. Can we skirt around? Because you said it's a big square, like, so we go the opposite way?
Sure, make stealth checks. And this will be when kind of Greenie catches up, so he'll give you guys this plus 10.
I was like, I really want that thing again. Yeah, 19 will be nice.
18 or 20.
Yeah, 28. So yeah, you guys kind of sneak around the outskirts of this, going the opposite way that guy went, trying to avoid vision, keeping Vin in control. And you guys make it outside the city. Yeah, you guys probably the best idea would be head towards the like main gates or just somewhere along the road or pathway so that Carl can meet up with you guys. That sort of runs through your mind.
I have no idea where I'm.
Yeah, we just like walk for another 20 minutes and then find a little off the road type.
To get Thok.
Okay, so I'll say you guys are just before a bridge over the river, in the outer parts of like the greater area of Avalaria. Like there's still kind of people about, but you're so far out that like no one is out here. But it's like a well-worn area, stuff like that. And there's a bridge going over a bit of a river, and we'll move back to Crawl, who is making his way back to the city. Towards the gates and the war tent. I'll see if I can move you onto that map, because that map exists.
This looks familiar.
Am I at the city gates now, like close to the tent?
Yep.
Alright, Kroll approaches the tent with the 2 guards, and he says, "I need to speak to Lord Neverember with a matter of utmost importance."
State your business. You know that no one enters the war tent without consent.
I fear there may be undead already in the city. I need to bring it to the Lord Neverember's attention.
And do you have proof of this?
Kroll's like, pulls out like the decrepit eye. He's like, "Please forgive the gruesome nature, but I do have directions to the body upon which I had discovered."
They're like, quiet. We don't need to disturb the civilians. And they move aside, open the tent for you.
"Thank you, Kinsman." And I make my way in. Is Lord Neverember in there?
Yep, so is Galfmorse the Green. They both look really tired.
Kroll bows his head, and then he gives that salute, like the hand to the chest or whatever, and he's like, "Lord Neverember, I apologize for catching you at a very inconvenient time, but I figured I'd bring something to your attention. I fear that there may be undead within this city already."
This is grave news. Did you see this yourself?
I pull out the eye. He says, we had discovered a body that has, I give him the directions to the body there, the old, sorry, one sec, I gotta, I believe it was in the old quarter, under the, there was a center lamppost that we had discovered the body. I fear the body had been already decayed. It is my belief that there are already undead within the city.
Alright, hand the eye to Galfmorse. Galfmorse, tell me what you can discover of this.
I think so.
He reaches out with his like old shriveled up like hand, like he's like an old crazy old wizard, old man. He takes the eyeball and he does like some magical movements and it creates a little light show thing, and he goes, there is necromantic magic here. It's very faint, but whatever it is it's leaving now. There isn't much here. This is troubling. While undead in the city isn't unheard of, we need to make sure that there is none in the city before we can commence the battle.
Security efforts may be beneficial to the future defense of the city if we are to defend against the undead horde.
Yes, and we may be defending from the undead from the inside. Tell me, Kroll, what would you do in a battle scenario here? Now that new information has arisen, would you defend the city with the full force of our combined military groups, or would you have a forward offense and defend the city from a distance against the horde?
If you would allow me to speak out of turn, it is not. I am aware it is not my position, but I would see to the outer perimeter of the city that we do have a benefit. Possibly dig a trench or whatever, so the undead horde may be delayed while reaching the city. And we have formidable defense at the gates, as well as archers possibly along the top wall.
Galfmorse is going to talk. I'm going to try to give him a different voice, a little higher pitch. He's going to go, but the issue with defending the city is that the city is not well defended. There is only small portions of walls surrounding the outer skirts of the city limits. If the undead were simply just to change direction, we could be overwhelmed in a matter of moments.
Then we may need to widen the perimeter of our defenses. But depending on how many men we can spare.
This is a good observation, Sir Kral. You also just recommended us to double the city guard. How shall we double our city defenses and our city guard?
I believe that is up to the Lord Avolar, as this is his domain. I would not dare step on any toes, if I may. And I look at Lord Neverember as like he's the fucking commanding officer. Like I have no jurisdiction here.
They're just you sort of get the feeling that they're just looking for a little bit of input to try and solve their sort of battle. Neverember is going to go, I agree with you, Kral. The defense of the city is a very easy decision. We can very easily fortify, spend all of our time here. But Galformus has a point, and we haven't been able to decide between the two of us yet. If we move forward, we can control the Horde without the weak defenses of the city. The city was not made for an attack. And the defenses that Avolar brings forward to us is small. He has a small collection of city guard. Just a handful of people.
Lord Neverember, if I may speak out of turn, there is a reason that I have not given as many reports as I should have. Since my time here and since my official instruction by Lord Dorian Oswick from Waterdeep, he had instructed me to stay here while he had returned to Waterdeep and promised reinforcements. But me and my companions had tried to clean up as much of the sorry, I'm not going to do it in voice, but like I basically tell Lord Neverember like as much as I can in a small amount of time. Like we have been trying to clean up messes like constantly. I can tell you the whole story when I get back from the orc thing, but basically like the reason Avolar is not I basically tell him that Avolar has not been helpful. We have tried to tell him of dragons in the area and this undead horde. I don't have any direct proof, and I tell him that I don't have any direct proof, but there's some stuff, breadcrumbs that kind of lead back to Avolar, and he hasn't been as stalwart in the defense of his city. So I'm a little worried about our Neverwinter defenses being here and kind of having to declare martial law. But I will explain all of that when I get back. However, because he gave me leave to do stuff with the dwarves and the orcs, if I can probably bring back any defenses from the dwarves, I will gladly do so. But I figured I'd at least let them know about the undead, possibly within the city.
Makes sense. I don't see too much of a return from the Dwarven Keep. If the orcs haven't destroyed everything already, there just simply won't be time for you to return with anything that'll be substantially beneficial to us. If they had ballistas or catapults or something like that, it may take you a full week to return with those things.
I'm sure there would be something that we can negotiate with, but we are doing them a favor by stepping in. But this is one of many messes that me and my companions have had to clean up due to Avolar's negligence.
Yes, this is agreeable. That's why I allow you to go. We know orcs are troubling, and if we just wait, then the next horde will be coming in no time. So any information you can get from them is wonderful. As per your reports of things on your return, I ask you only one thing. What if you do not return?
I have many companions that I would entrust with this information, as they have seen this firsthand. I would speak to the next one that would fall into line. And I look at the wizard dude from the Emerald Enclave, and I say that, like, you know, I will send word if that does happen, but yeah, I'll do what I can, but in which time, just just I hope that you guys take into consideration that I would gladly tell you guys as much as I can upon my return, but if that doesn't happen, please trust that my companions, from what they've seen firsthand, know.
Very interesting. Very well.
Hello?
The sun has arisen, and you must make the most of the time you have to make it to the mountain pass.
I bow my head and I salute Lord Neverever, and I say, upon my return, I will see you soon. Take care. I had blessings to you, Lord Neverever. And I leave.
Yeah. Like,
back to Lua and Thok.
can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm it's like in and so if I have to like log off, yeah, I'm static. So
Your mic is
like,
going on and off, on off.
yeah, exactly. Like, it's not just that. I mean, like, my internet, my Wi-Fi is like going on and off, so I'm using my data right now, but if I end up using too much data, I might have to just hop off entirely. So
Okay.
I'll keep going as long as
As long as the data holds out.
pretty much.
So I guess we were just like waiting for Crow. I feel like I would have stuck like 2 feathers from a crow or something into like a tree so he knows which way like we got off the track and we're waiting for him.
Yeah, I'll just let you guys run into each other, basically.
Sweet.
Hello, my companions.
You informed the guard of the zombies then?
I have, and I may have possibly gotten you. Actually, you know what? I probably trust you more to talk with. No offense, Thok, but Lua's comment is better than yours right now. But
What am I telling you?
I have told them about the undead horde and possibly a little bit about Avolar. I have spoken to my superior officer, and I've told him that I will try and inform him of some of the things that have gone on with Strahd, with... Ow! Stop, Nikki! Fuck off! I basically tell Lua, like, a little bit of a summarized version of, like, hey, I'm going to tell you some stuff about Avolar, but if I die when we're going to try attacking orcs, you have permission to go into the tent, basically. You just need some evidence that I died, so...
Thok
Okay.
was promised orc killing. No orc killing happened. Thok is...
Soon we have a day's journey ahead of us, Thok, and then orc killing can begin. And I turn to Crow and I'm like,
Hurrah.
I will keep your debt to your masters if you die. I'll return with them with word. And I will also help them with the defense of the city.
Are you making fun of my voice?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure, but anyway.
Just trying to sound more epic.
Yeah.
To say
that was like a Star-Lord to like Thor thing from fucking Infinity War.
Yeah.
Not today, Crow.
Alright, well, you guys are on the outskirts of the city. There's a little bridge. You're sort of finally gathered and collected each other. And you can begin your journey.
Did I manage to get the cart that I also got when I bought my crow and stuff? I had a cart from somebody.
I don't think you ever thought about it till now, so it's not with you.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, it's parked outside the inn.
Hope
Maybe.
nobody steals my cart. Trying to sneak through the alleyways.
Clang, clang!
I'm just forgot your dad.
Make way!
Okay, so we start making our way to the Dwarven City.
Downtown. Walking fast.
Faces past.
And hold down.
You guys can kind of hear something going on in the
To
water.
the dwarf town.
Some splishing, some splashing.
Oh, let's stop, because it's probably those stupid water people.
Does this area look
Is
familiar, Matt?
water.
To crawl?
You can make a history check. There's lots of bridges like this.
Do I see the fish people?
No. No, but you definitely hear something moving around in the water.
Okay, if I don't see the fish people, I just approach.
Across the bridge we go? Yes. The fuck are you doing?
Peering over the bridge.
Going for
Exactly.
a swim, feller?
I was looking over the bridge in awe. I've never seen a river like this before.
Yeah, it looks just like an underground river, but it's above ground, and there's all this color to it.
It's so fucking...
I will say that you will see, like, a really fucking big fish in the water.
I've never seen a fish before. I've only seen underground worm in the water.
All right, well,
listen.
You can all grab him.
What that?
Guys, you want to eat it?
Yes.
I've met you.
yeah.
Can I like try and pull Thok along with me?
I think he kept moving. Just, like, peered over. You could kind of, like, pull him off the ledge and keep going. You guys just start fucking hurling things at the fish.
Yeah, we want to eat it. I told the dead and I just point at it. Boom.
It's a kraken.
There's 9 necrotic.
You point at a creature within range, and the sound of a bell fills the air around the creature. You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
And it's actually 17 now. How many points do I get? 2 or 1 for having a creature? It's 2, right? Yeah. The DC 7.
Well, I rolled that privately, but you get the feeling that this thing isn't just a fish.
What?
Well,
It doesn't take any.
Javelin also goes flying into the water. It like splashes into the water, but then because it's wooden, it just kind of like starts floating.
I didn't have to roll a d12 on it? Okay, cool.
No, it just horribly misses. But yeah, we're gonna roll initiative.
God damn it!
As this like tentacles start coming up out of the water and like the fish starts to like surface.
What the fuck is that thing?
That looks like Thought gonna make history check. I don't know, but it kind of looks like an Avolar.
Yeah, I'd go with Thok has no idea what this thing is.
I don't know what it is.
Lua roll 4. This is wrong. This is supposed to be 6. Alright, well Greeny's up first, so he's going to get up on the side of the thing here and shoot down at it.
Kia!
He's going to go, holy fuck!
Is it standing on legs or is it...
It's a fish.
Okay, just making sure.
And he sinks one arrow into this thing. Then it is Kral's turn.
Alright.
I can't see Kral or Evan on the turn order.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. I will tell you when your turn is. Okay, so there's 10 feet drop down to the water, and then it's water. It's like a deep river.
How high is it up to Kral's waist?
It's deeper than that.
Okay.
So if you jump in the water, you're going to be like instantly underwater.
Fuck it, I jump in anyway.
Over here is a little bit of like a sloped beach, but everything else is just sort of like the river has eroded it, and it's a 10-foot drop into really deep water.
Okay. Can Kral attack this thing?
You can. You'll be attacking with disadvantage while in water.
Alright, hold on. I gotta... Remember 3. 13?
13 misses as you sort of swing. The fish just sort of like moves to the side around your blade. The water sort of bubbling from the heat of this sword.
Okay, I gotta attack it again. Bow. Bow. 24 for 14.
It hits, dealing 14 points of damage to it. Is that everything you want to do on your turn?
Kral?
Oh shit, sorry. I thought I had my finger on it. Okay, never mind. I am my turn.
Okay, then it's Vin's turn. She's not gonna jump into the water. She's gonna be like, I ain't fighting no fish, and just sort of like moves around. And then it is the fish's turn.
Dinner. Vin.
Oh shit.
It slaps Crawl with a tentacle. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, Crawl. As this slimy, mucusy grossness is around this thing.
Ew.
Yeah, you kind of get covered in this gross stuff, but you like shake it off yourself.
What's that thing's reach?
Oh, you're gonna find out.
No.
This is against Crawl again.
That's a miss.
And one last tentacle whip.
Yeah.
Then it is Lua's turn. So Lua, you're on top of a bridge, which probably puts you about 15 feet above the surface of the water.
Okay, well, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna hit it with Eldritch Blast.
How far is it above the surface?
It's just basically at the surface. Its fin might be out by a little bit.
I assume the 13 doesn't hit, but the 25 for 11 does.
Correct.
I'm gonna move back a little bit and end my turn.
Okay, then it is Thok's turn.
Oh, this fuck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna rage. Cause you best. Ah!
I would like to rage.
Can I move here, but only move like 5 feet down the escarpment, so I'm not in the water? I'm just kind of like hanging off the cliff.
You can if you want to. You'd make an athletics check to just hang. And that would be like a full action to just hang there by holding onto the cliffside. You won't be in range
I get
of it.
advantage for
right?
that, though, because I'm raging.
Okay. It's a 10-foot drop, so if you're hanging there, you're going to be like 12 to 15 feet away from it. So yeah, you can hang from the cliff, no problem.
I'm just gonna start throwing shit at it. Like, my next turn.
Okay. So your turn's over now?
Well, I mean, you said that's a full action. I don't really have any.
Yeah, if you specifically want to hang onto the cliffside, then yeah.
Okay.
Greeny's going to move a bit, sort of running along the bridge side, shoot some arrows at it.
Don't kill me.
He misses both of his shots as they just psh, psh, into the water. As this thing's kind of riling around.
Hey, Crow.
So then it's Crawl's turn.
Should Thok mount it?
Mount it, buddy. Fuck it up. 11 is a miss. 20 for 13. Oh.
That will hit.
Oh, no.
So, Carl, since you're underwater, you're going to be suffocating, basically. You can hold your breath for whatever your Constitution modifier is.
Okay.
But you need to be aware that you're not standing on solid ground. You are underwater.
Yeah. What would you like me to make? A Constitution save, or
no? You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier. So.
Okay. I'm going to do that for 12 minutes, I guess. Holy shit! Wait.
You have
no.
You are an aquatic animal.
Awesome. Good for crawl. No, 3 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah. And I might make you make checks as you do things that would make holding your breath harder.
Okay.
Like hitting.
Okay, so 11 misses. And then 20
does not. Does it look hurt?
You just take a swipe out of it, and it's a fish thing. It gets cut. You're going to have to make a Constitution saving throw because of the mucus nonsense that this thing has, though.
Is that not when it attacks me, or is that a continuous thing?
It's basically because you're around it. It's very mucusy and gross, so you need to make a Constitution save.
Oh, ciao.
You are fine.
You are strong like a bull.
I am my turn. Hello?
Yep, I'm just adding things to the map. You notice breaching out of the northern part of the river is a bunch of the Sahuagin people.
They're back! And they're still fucked up.
I think we should just leave.
They're back, and they're in pub. Well then.
They breach the water surface just to look up and see what the heck's going on out here. They speak a language that nobody understands. And then it's Vin's turn. And I'm gonna keep her back. She's like, we can just leave, eh? No need to fight the fish.
I'm not your buddy guy.
This fish creature with 6 eyes on the front of its head is going to look at Lua. Its gaze piercing your soul.
You son of a bitch, is that a spell?
Yes, you need to make... Well, not really,
I use
actually.
a counter spell.
It's...
Fuck you!
So I can't make counter spell?
Yeah, this isn't actually a spell. It's not a spell casting thing. This is just something it can do.
Damn it.
Yeah. So make a wisdom saving throw.
I have resistance on being charmed. Does that give me advantage?
Yes.
A 19.
You succeed breaking the hold of whatever its I don't know, mind powers is doing to you. And then it's your turn.
Oh, I'm pissed that it just tried to fucking mind swap me. I was gonna say we run, but let's kill it.
Chris Angel mind.
Uh-oh.
Hit Greedy. All those times Greedy's let a stray arrow go and hit a teammate.
Right? Now's the time. I got a 1 for my crit fail.
Yeah, just let me find that. Got some handouts. Yeah. Crit fail is a slip. You need to make a dex save, or you will fall and be stunned for 1 round.
I fall into the water and drown.
Congratulations, you fall into the water.
That would be the funny fucking shit ever.
So you're on like the tail end of the bridge here. This thing like mind fucks you a bit. You're like, you shake it off and then you try to repel with attacks, but it's completely inadequate. You lose your footing, you fall 5 feet, hit the ground, and then you roll off 10 feet down, smash into the water. And you'll be stunned for 1 turn.
Oh, Lord.
As you slowly sink in this river.
Well, I can hold my breath for, what is it, Constitution plus 1 or 2?
Yeah, but you're unconscious. You're not, like, actually holding your breath.
Oh, actually holding my breath. Oh, shit.
Perfect.
And this is how Lua ends.
The river is also flowing towards the top of the map. There's a waterfall that way.
Fuck. And all those creatures.
And then it's Thok's turn as Lua this thing gazes at Lua. She tries to do these magic blasts, completely ineffective, and she just plummets into the water.
Okay, so how close am I to it?
Hanging off the cliff, you're like 12 feet.
Can I move, like... Damn.
You would have to let go of the cliff. It's just sort of like there's an edge, and then it's washed away like dirt. There's really nothing to hang on to.
Thok doesn't like getting wet. I'm gonna throw stuff at it. I throw stuff at it. I take out some hand axes from my belt, and I'm like, hey, stop it. I think that misses. I hope that hits.
The second one does hit.
Just like lobbing them at it. Leave her alone.
You see your axes.
Pay attention to Thok.
You see the one axe just bloop and sink in the water. The other one sort of hits it and sticks to it.
Carl just watches one hand axe go like flying by his head or like into the water.
You look up, I'm like waving at you. Hi.
No.
But yeah, that's my...
Greeny's turn, he's going to shoot some more arrows. Oh no. Who wants to roll a d12? Lua does. Lua wants to get shot.
This is where Greedy dies with Matt being away.
Whoops.
No.
Let's see which one's better. I did say Lua roll it, so this is weapon breaks. Save or lose weapon.
No way!
Yes!
His enchanted bow is fucking broken?
He has to make a save, so I'm going to see what sort of save I can do off of his character sheet. I don't know, I'll just roll a dex save. Oh, it's not good.
Oh, shit.
His weapon's not going to break, but he is going to lose it. It's gonna like...
What about his string breaking?
No, I think the option was break or lose it.
But like, if the string breaks, he just has to replace it,
Yeah.
but he can't use it.
Save or lose weapon. So he's gonna like pull it back. Something weird's gonna happen. Maybe the string broke or something, but the bow just goes flying out of his hand and bloop! Into the water it goes.
Oh no!
And then it's their turns.
Well, Matt's gonna get that. Well, fuck.
So these things are able to like keep themselves up at the surface of the water by swimming and shit like that, and they're gonna start casting some magic.
Casting some what?
Magic.
Okay.
You see, they start
That's the
glowing.
Avolar, right?
This bolt of magic goes directly at Thok.
It misses.
And it's going to just get up onto the beach side, sort of standing in the shallows of what little beach there is there. And then the other one what's the range on this thing? Oh, lots of range, okay. Thok, you need to make a wisdom saving throw or you will be paralyzed.
I have advantage. Crit.
You are fine.
Big dick!
You know, trick Thok. Thok have tricky brain. You can't trick the tricky. Ah!
These things
Oh,
all
God.
are swimming over to everybody in the water. Sort of swimming over and through the tentacles of the giant fish.
Like this.
This first attack is at Crawl.
Yeah! Underwater, I like parry it. Pting.
This one's at Lua, who's unconscious, so it is...
I thought I was just dazed, not unconscious.
Well, you're stunned. You still grant advantage.
Okay, but I'm not unconscious.
No, you are somewhat conscious.
So do those hit automatically then, or?
No, they just have disadvantage.
Okay.
So one attacks you, misses. The other one attacks you. $17 versus
That one
AC.
hits.
Okay, and you're within 5 feet of an ally, so it can deal 9 more points of piercing damage as it stabs your stunned body. So you take a total of 17 from that spear stab. Then it is Crawl's turn. And Crawl, you're getting a little bit deeper now. This isn't a shallow river. You're probably like 10 feet down. You could...
Okay. Seeing Lua dive in from, or like fall in from the other side there, I'm gonna go 5. Is it, sorry,
So swimming,
terrain?
yeah, swimming with armor and heavy weapons and stuff on you, it'll be difficult terrain in order to move.
10, 20, 30. And I believe I provoke opportunity attack from this guy.
Yep, so he's going to try and stab you.
And I would like to grab Lua, and I want to try and get her up, like, to the surface.
Okay, so you went 5, 10...
Yeah, you've already
10,
moved 30, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can grab her, but you won't be able to move anymore. You can sort of catch her fall.
Unless I take I grab her with my action, but can I action surge to move like 30 feet or like move up?
You could, so you could take the dash action with your action surge.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Unless it says you get more movement, but I think that's how that would work.
Okay. Krull kind of like tucks Lua under his arm and he brings her to the surface. And he calls for Greenie to come grab her.
He's like, get my bow!
I'll grab it when I have a minute, but come get our companion. That's our priority.
You also need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And that's odds or evens.
Oh, God. Odds? Damn it.
Evens. You are diseased. So I'll let you know what happens when you try to do certain things. And then it's Vin's turn. She's gonna be like, okay, I guess you guys need help. And she approaches the bank a little bit. And then it's the Aboleth's turn. And it's just gonna keep wailing on Crawl.
Bring it.
So 12 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a...
I reduced that damage
To 6?
by 2d6, so by 8.
Oh, okay.
And then you need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. Just basically, your scales are able to keep the mucus away from your skin, or whatever's under your scales.
Ironborn, bitch. So is Lewis safe now, or?
You action surge, swam her up to the top. Yeah, I'll put you here, and you just kind of like put her up against the bank as best as you could, or you're still holding her. Because it's 10 feet. There really isn't anything to put her on.
Okay. I guess that would be something that Greenie would have to...
Yeah, he's going to have to jump down and try to grab her somehow. But there's another tentacle whip at your back. 14 bludgeoning damage, and you have to make another Constitution saving throw.
Is that damage reduced, or is that...
I don't believe Thok's doing anything. And then it tries to whip you a third time, but it misses.
I only have the one reaction.
Okay, yeah. That third one misses. Oh, and I have to make 2 Constitution saving throws?
No, only when it hits you, so one more for the hit. You're good. Your scales protect you from the mucus.
And you're already diseased.
That is
You
Lewis'
can't be
turn,
diseased
and you
twice.
are stunned. But you're stunned.
Okay, so can I still take an action?
No. At the end of your turn, you become unstunned. While you're stunned, you can't do anything. You're seeing stars and just hearing.
Okay. Well, I do nothing then.
And it's Thok's turn.
I'm gonna hit this thing.
Yeah, so he's probably little less than 10 feet from you because you're hanging on the edge of a cliff. Whatever your height is, minus 10 feet.
20 for 8 and 13 for 7.
The 20 for 8 hits, but the second one, he kind of dips underwater and your whip just hits the thing. I'm going to have you make an athletics check as well.
$22.
You're good. Your one hand has got you. No problemo. You're holding on to something good.
Alright, cool. That's my...
And then it's Greenie's turn, and he's going to jump down. Let's make an acrobatics check for the jump. That is not good. He's going to fumble, and I'm going to give him disadvantage on an athletics check to pull Lua up, as he's just sort of hurts himself a little bit as he lands funny. But he leans over the edge of the little cliff bank, puts his hands down. Crawl, you're sort of lifting her up. He grabs her by her hands and starts pulling.
If I'm assisting,
Yeah, your assisting is basically letting him be in reach of her. But he pulls up on her to pull up her hands, and he slips and lets go, and she sort of falls backwards in this weird archy thing. Crawl, I'll have you make a...
Well, can I not make... I'm no longer stunned. Can I not make the check or something to hold on?
Well, it's going to be at... Well, this is the beginning of the round. You're stunned until the start of your next turn.
You just said the end of my first...
Don't worry about it. You're technically stunned until the start of your next turn. Or it lasts one full turn. So you failed, boom, you went one full turn. So you're sort of... Sure, you can make some sort of check to try and not fall back into the water. Try and grab the cliffside.
can I assist her if I'm still helping her?
I don't do well.
Yeah, you can make a strength save, Crawl, at disadvantage.
Just try to push my boot and just get me up there.
That'll be enough to let Lua roll again.
I gotcha.
Boom. Lua, you're able to grab something and hang off the cliffside. Crawl, you can let her go if you want to, but you'll have to climb up on your turn.
Yep, that's fine. I let her go. So is Greenie in the water now, or is he like...
No, he's basically the same space as Lua. So the brown and green and blue, where they meet, that's a 10-foot cliff downward. Lua is hanging off the side of the cliff, and Greenie is sort of like tried to pull her up. So he's like reeling back, flipped back onto his back at the top of the cliff.
Okay.
So he's right there. He's just not able to really do anything. This guy's going to summon a spiritual weapon beside Thok, making an attack with it.
Misses.
It's a stabby spear thing.
Yeah, it misses, or I block it, or whatever.
Yep. That's all he's going to do on his turn. The other one's going to kind of come up onto the land. Shooting a missile, hitting nothing, just goes way out there. Kolith's turn. He's going to chuck a javelin from where he is at Zoc.
Odds or even? Odds.
Ping! It hits the side of the cliff, sticking in there.
You'll never get this. You'll never get this.
Nah.
The next two are going to be stabbing at Crawl.
Yes. Yes.
And then it is Crawl's turn.
Okay. Can I see Greenie's bow from where I am?
Yeah, it actually does float since it's made out of wood. It's just on the water's surface.
Okay. I grab it. I put it in my mouth. And I would like to climb the bank. Would I do that? Would putting the bow in my mouth be a full action, or would that be a minor action?
Yeah, it could just be a free action to grab it. You can either climb out at disadvantage, or you can make Lua make a save by crawling over her.
Oh no, I don't want to hinder Lua. How high is the bridge where I am?
It's like 15 feet. So it is level with the cliff at 10 feet, but the side rail things go up like another 5 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna disengage and kind of move. Can I move to this side? Like right next to the bridge?
You could, but if you want to climb up there, it would be at disadvantage because you're half under a bridge. There's just... Well, there's only half the area to go upwards, basically.
Alright, I'll do that. Athletics at disadvantage? Or what would you have?
Yep, athletics at disadvantage. And the two guys will make reactive attacks against you. But as you climb up...
That is odds or evens. That guy gets fucked.
Oh no, okay, I'm gonna make one more attack because the giant fish thing, we've left its reach.
Ouch!
Oof, that's gonna hurt.
Oof. Jesus.
Okay, odds or evens first.
Odds.
I reduce it.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, second one is a crit fail, so roll a d12 for me.
The damage is reduced by 11. Whatever damage he takes.
None.
Crit fumble 3. Off balance. Save or daze next round. He is in water, but he's the guy up against the cliff. So let's make it.
My gnomish spirit protects you.
Crawl like backhands him across the face, throwing off his aim.
Nope.
No, it's little gnomey spirits coming to protect you. And they're all like, "You don't gnome me."
Oh no.
My god, I hate you now.
Then the aboleth whips you. With the reduced damage, it deals 3 points of damage to you, and you need to make a Constitution save.
Okay, 1 sec. I will.
And that is successful.
So do I climb the bank?
Yep, so the bank's 10 feet. You took 10 feet of movement to get there, too. So you've got 10 left. You have to upright yourself first. So I'll give you 5 feet of movement after you upright yourself.
All right, I do that, and then I guess I move here, if that's what I'm reading correctly.
Yep, that's good.
All right, I hand Greenie his bow.
He's like, thank you.
And I end my turn.
Vin's gonna go sploosh into the water. Let's make an acrobatics check. So why not? Let's do athletics. She's gonna just fucking jump in the water. Cannonball sploosh! She's gonna swim up to this thing and she's gonna start punching the fish in the water. Actually, she's gonna hit the little colon first. That does not hit. Oh, I need to change my roll. Things aren't looking good. Someone want to roll a d12?
Oh, that was 2.
Yeah, I'll take the 3, which is off balance or dazed next round. Yeah, I don't know what you guys see, but she is not feeling the water all that well. You can sort of see that she looks weird.
I'm just at one with the cliff side. I know how to clocks and it's the same.
And then it's the fish's turn. The fish is going to go.
A fish. A fish. Ooh.
Oh, it's going to tentacle whip Vin.
Kill.
Oh my god.
Who wants to roll a d12?
Kill her.
Additional d12 of damage.
I'm joking. I really hope. Oh god.
So she's going to take 26, 30. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
Sock did a bad.
Yeah, she doesn't look very great, and she needs to make Constitution saves. She needs to get the fuck out of the water. It's okay. She does not breathe in the mucus. But it is going to whip her for a third time. Yeah, she's like, she's fucked. I don't know if you guys can see her health bar or not.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
And then it's Lua's turn. Basically, the fish turns around and just, like, grabs her with her tentacles and starts, like, tearing her to bits. Looks like dislocating arms, dislocating her leg.
Jesus. So she's grabbed right now?
No, she's not restrained or anything, but she is dazed.
I think we should just put her out of this.
I'm going to shoot the thing again with an Eldritch Blast. I guess after I finish climbing it.
Yeah, make an athletics check. And then you can make those 2 attacks if your athletics is successful.
I'm picturing battle in my head, and it's really not going good for us, you guys.
Fuck.
So no, you're going to let go and fall back into the water as you slip.
Okay. Is that my turn? Or can I try to do something else?
Well, you can try to do those 2 Eldritch Blasts, or you can do nothing.
No. Well, I could do magic, can't I?
Yeah, I'm just saying your choices are the 2 Eldritch Blasts you've already rolled, or nothing.
Oh, so I can't do magic then.
Eldritch Blast is magic. But you've already rolled them, so you can do them,
okay.
or you can not do them.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, what are you hitting?
The fish.
Okay, so 18 for 6 force damage.
And hit friend.
Uh-oh. Is it actually hit friend?
I'm pretty sure an 8 is. It's either hit friend or
Yep,
hit
hit
self.
friend, save or normal damage, half damage if save is successful, and the friend is dazed next round. So I'm going to roll a 1d2, Thok is 1, Vin is 2. So it hits Thok.
Damn it.
It's better than Vin. She's already out.
So Thok, you need to make it's force damage. I'll let you make a constitution save. Or a dexterity save if you really want to.
9.
So you're going to take normal damage? Or is it half damage? Let me open that again. Half damage is successful and friend dazed next round. So half damage because you're successful and you're dazed.
Oh, that's... Okay.
You're going to plummet into the water as well. As she sort of just blasts you off the cliffside.
God damn it, Lua.
Not bad.
And then it's Thok's turn. And you sort of smash the water surface, dazing yourself. And that ends your turn.
And I'm no longer dazed after.
We shouldn't have fought the fish.
Yeah, then it's Greeny's turn. He's going to pick up his bow. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have fought the fish. Do you guys want to eat it?
You describe a giant fish in the water as we're passing. Expect us to throw stuff at it? Come on.
Oh, I definitely expected you guys to throw stuff at it. That's why it's here. Greeny's going to pick up his bow, back up a bit, and he's going to shoot at the other things on the beach area. Okay, he might kill that thing in like 1 hit. I'm going to roll both, though. Okay, first one hits. Just fucking wrecking the thing. Second one hits. Yeah, and it's dead. That's this thing's turn now. He's gonna swim back up onto the shore. And he's gonna start casting magic. Greeny's gonna have to make a wisdom save. Crit fail. So Crawl, you see him turn rigid and he stops moving.
Shit. Oh, God.
Oh, it's the spiritual weapon's going to make attack at Thok as it moves down into the water, plunging into the depths.
Yeah, that hits.
8 points of force damage as it stabs into you. It then retracts. And then a little guy tries to stab you with his spear.
That misses.
Boom. And then 2 attacks at Lua.
This
Did
fish.
you like 10 feet up?
No, she fell back into the water.
What?
She tried to get up. She was hanging on the side of it. She tried to get up, but massively failed.
Yep. That's okay. It's fine. I'll get up next time.
Yeah, the guy stabs you, dealing 11 points of damage.
Yeah, I already took it.
He deals an extra 12 points of damage because you are next to an ally. And then the other one stabs at you.
Fuck you, guy.
14 points of piercing damage total.
That's alright. That's okay. I got this.
Then it's Kral's turn.
God damn it.
You see Vin getting ripped apart by the giant fish tentacles. Lua falls off the cliff, blasting magic, knocking Thok off the cliff.
This is honestly like almost comical at this point. Just
There's been a lot of crit fails.
it's awful.
You know, Vin's got to take priority, so I'm going to dash, so 5, 10, 15, and I guess 25 if I'm jumping into the water.
Yeah, make an athletics check to sort of jump into the water. It's pretty easy to jump into water, but you could horribly fail.
Like right there.
No, you're alright. It's really easy to jump into water. You don't hurt yourself or anything.
So long as you don't crit fail, I think good.
35, 45, and I would like to try and grab Vin.
Okay, you provoke 1 opportunity attack so far. He spins around and pierces you. But yeah, you can very easily grab Vin. She's just sort of like sinking at this point. The fish has let her go.
Alright. Do I have any more movement speed from 45? 55? Will that get me to... 55 would be right here, right?
Yep.
Alright, can I move right there and bring her with me?
Yeah, do you want her to move? Well, she wouldn't be able to move that way. So you can sort of like scoop under her arms and sort of catch her and start swimming that way, but she won't move yet.
Okay. That's fine.
And then it's her turn, and you can sort of see that life comes back to her eyes, but she looks absolutely wrecked. Shouldn't have fought the fish. It's then Fish's turn, and Fish is going to start beating the hell out of everybody.
Evan, I hope you enjoy Featherbottom.
No, please.
This is against Thok.
Jesus.
So a D12 and a Constitution save. Alright, well, if you have less than 14, or less than 28 hit points left, if this thing rips your head off, otherwise 3d6. You've got lots of health left, so you're not decapitated.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I take Well, I only take 7, and it's bludgeon. So, oh, ow.
Yeah, 13 more bludgeoning as well. Just. Oh, it's 3d6 exploding.
Oh my god.
So 18, whatever's.
Ow.
But that's, you can half that as well. It's still just bludgeoning. It just hits you really fucking hard.
You know her Thok made of stone. Ow.
He whips at you again.
Okay, yeah, ow. That's another 4.
And then a third one.
That one misses.
And you succeeded your constitution save, so you're good. It is then Lua's turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lua's going to shift over to the left. And then cast Thunderstep.
Bam, 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 bam.
So in a 10-foot radius from where I am currently, which shouldn't hit Vin, I believe. But it hits the fish and the 2 other guys. They have to make Constitution save. And I don't know why the spell save says 11, but it's 17.
Okay. If you don't move, then it most definitely won't hit Vin. But then you can teleport. Do you need to move there specifically? For any reason? No, okay.
I was just getting out of the water and, away from here.
Okay, so if you teleport from here first, you'll hit everything and not hit Vin.
Okay, cool, I'll do that.
And then you make Constitution saves?
Yeah, spell save is 17, otherwise they take half damage. One passes. Still takes 8.
Thunder damage. Kaboom! Is this 300 feet away? You can hear this thing? Yeah, so like this loud crackle explosion happens in the water where Lua was.
And then I teleport over here. And then I guess whenever Krull gets Vin up, I'll try to grab her and pull her up.
Okay, so you're getting into a position to help?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it is Thok's turn, and Thok, are you dazed, or did you end last time?
I ended last.
Okay. You find yourself sinking in water as you come to full consciousness.
Well, I should have smack at it reckless. So, do I get advantage, or since the water I would have
yeah, it would negate your advantage.
So I would just have.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry. That's a. Just take the 12 I get. And 10. There you go.
Both swings miss as the water is very resistant.
And I won't lie, I have like 7 megabytes of data left, so I should probably get going. If you guys could just, you know the drill. Fox.
You're cutting out a bit.
I have like no data left, so I gotta go.
Okay,
so,
we're coming.
So,
We'll save you. Goodbye.
So yeah, make Thok smash, and yeah, later guys. I'll try to get my internet resolved for tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Later.
Okay, later. Bye.
God damn.
Shoo! A magic rocket goes flying past Greenie. This little colon thing is gonna stab at Thok.
I have Sentinel.
Does that give him disadvantage?
Hold on. Let me. That was premature.
I think you're
Sorry
holding
about
Vin
that.
as well.
So would I have that at disadvantage if it was to?
You're wielding a two-handed weapon, right? While holding someone and swimming. You can't.
Yeah.
There'd be no way to make that attack while holding on to Vin. You could abandon Vin and swing the sword at disadvantage, but since you're already just holding Vin, there's no way to make the attack. It says... Yeah, I know what the Sentinel does, but since you're trying to save someone, you're using both your hands. You don't have your sword at the ready. And you would have to let go of Vin in order to draw your sword and make an attack, so it just can't happen. You're preoccupied.
Sorry, Vin. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I got Vin.
He misses terribly anyway. Gonna make a... This one guy tries to climb out of the water.
Fail.
Yeah, doesn't get to the top. He's struggling to climb. He's not a climbing creature. Man, I've got the hiccups so bad tonight. This other one's going to swim after Crawl, making a spear attack against him.
Stab it!
Stabbing him in the back for 8 piercing damage. It is then Crawl's turn.
Alright, I'm going to take the disengage with Vin. I'm going to move up to bring her with me to the beach. Alright, and then the beach, like, that's not rough terrain, right? Like, that's an actual, like...
Yeah, where you are is just a little bit sandy. You can sort of stand here, but there's still a 10-foot cliff.
Okay.
But I'm really close, so if you try to pass her up, I can take her.
Alright, I want to do that. I want to, I guess, try and lift Vin up to Lua.
Okay. Make a athletics check at disadvantage, and Lua make an athletics check normally.
Oh.
Basically what happens for Crawl is the sand is really soft where you try to stand up, and when you lift Vin up out of the water, you sink down to like your knees, your head's underwater. Lua, you are able to grab her, but you don't have enough of a grip to really pull her up, but you can sort of support her.
Okay, so then she can, like, Crawl could let go, and on her turn she could climb her up.
Yep.
Alright, can I know I have my feet still stuck or whatever, but can I still move? Technically, like...
No, you're stuck. You have to take an action to get out of the guck.
Okay. I guess I end my turn. Yeah.
So Vin is going to try and climb up. Lua's pulling on her. I'll give Vin advantage because Lua's pulling. And she does like a fucking flip. She's up and out of there. And
didn't even need my help.
She is limping. One of her arms is like completely limp, and she just fucking hobbles away. She's like, I said no, fight the fish. It's then the fish's turn, and the fish is going to move a little bit.
No, it doesn't.
It's gonna whack Thok.
No, Thok.
It's okay, he's resistant. Just gonna grab him again.
Oh God.
And one last tentacle whack. And that one misses.
Does he have to make Constitution saves? Or?
Yeah, he has to make 2. Ooh, who wants to pick odds or evens?
Oh God. Lauren.
No, I'm trying to figure out a spell right now, so if you could.
All right. Evens.
Deflected. It's
Yeah.
even. He's all right. All right, Lua, your turn. What radius are you doing? I can do one for you.
I want a 10-foot radius sphere. I would like to not hit Thok, but as many of the creatures as I can.
You'll get Thok or Crawl if you want the one that's close to you guys.
Okay, well, I'll hit the rest of them at least. With shatter!
Gonna shatter some water.
And the creatures within it. And a spell save is 17.
Constitution save for all of them. They all succeed.
So they take half damage of 8. And I'm also going to prep to pull Thok up, and I used Fiendish Vigor to get a couple 10 hit points.
One of the creatures sinks unconsciously. So Thok is... You're getting in position to pull him up?
Yeah.
Because he's like down in the water, 10 feet down.
Can I, like, put my scythe down so he can grab it?
Sure.
Just stand on it. I'll lift you up.
It's Thok's turn.
Just stand on my scythe and I'll yank you up.
You're putting the blade side down?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, make a... I'll do a straight strength check.
Wow.
So yeah, so he kind of tries to get on the blade, and you try to pull it up. It's straight up not working. This was a terrible idea. And he looks at you with the eyes of desperation.
Could he climb up?
His action was getting on the scythe blade.
And then his movement is climbing up it?
No, you tried to pull him up. Well, he could try to climb up. No, he can't try to climb up. It takes an action to climb the thing. You can't just move up it.
Not difficult terrain.
No, it's impossible in terrain.
Doesn't he have a climbing feat? Oh no, that was the cat.
Yeah, he doesn't. No, so you tried to help him. It failed miserably. That's all the time he had.
Next time, buddy.
Boom, you see Greenie on the other side of the map start to move. He shakes whatever bonds were holding him.
Get the fuck out of there!
Oh, Crawl, you said get the fuck out of there, and he looks at you and just gets creamed in the side of the head with a fucking magical bolt.
God damn it.
He's gonna take a fuck ton of damage.
Oh my god!
26, 36 points of damage.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And we lost his bow.
No, he got his bow
No, I give
back.
it that.
Someone roll a d12 though, because that's a crit. Oh, actually, it's magic. It's double fucking damage. No, it's regular because it's attack.
Now it's double damage.
Additional d10. All right, so we need to roll lower than a 4. I rolled a 3. So yeah, Greenie's just like blood's just pouring out of him.
Get behind the fucking bridge. Find cover.
Thok gets stabbed. Oh, this guy's gonna try and climb out again.
Fail.
Yup, he slips. Sploosh, back into the water.
I didn't even see it. What did he roll?
6.
Yes.
Oh,
6.
fuck.
No good. Then it is Crawl's turn.
Lua, do you have Thok?
Get out of the water.
Okay, so if you've got Thok, I'll climb out 10 feet up the cliff.
Yeah, so make a athletics check to climb. Easy peasy.
Alright, so I'm
You
gonna
can come over and help me hoist up Sock on my next try.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm worried about Greenie though.
Yeah, he looks terrible. He looks like shit.
Yeah, let's worry about the one in the water right now, and then we'll get him.
Okay. Alright, I'll help Lua out with Thok. I have my turn.
Okay, it's Vin's turn, and Vin's gonna be like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. That's then the fish's turn. The fish is going to raise its head up out of the water, piercing its gaze at Crawl.
No, it doesn't.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, you feel it trying to take control of your mind, but you easily shake it off.
Get out of my head!
I wish that DC was higher. Because then I could actually use that. Fuck. It's then Lua's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to hoist up Sock again.
Okay. We'll take both of your guys' thing as like a prepared action to help.
So strength advantage?
All right.
Then Thok's turn. No, you just have a prepared action. So you're going to try and help pull up Thok. So Kral is helping Lua. So Lua, make a athletics check at advantage.
Wow.
And then Thok can make an athletics check to try and climb out with your help.
Yeah.
Very good. He climbs up. You guys pull him out. Unfortunately, it provokes an opportunity attack from the Avolar. So it swings at him, but misses. As you guys yank him out of the way, there's also a spear fucker there, so he can make one. Also misses.
I can't reach him because he's down 10 feet
Yeah, I was
down, right?
gonna, yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
And that's it. It's then Greenie's turn, and he's gonna go.
Yeet.
And he's gonna try and hide while he's on the bridge.
Did you not make him use his little, like, thing that he uses to jump?
Oh, it's Zephyr Strike? No, he's just gonna sprint. He's panicking. He tries to hide.
Okay.
He's not well hidden. This guy's going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to stand directly across the river from you guys and he sort of like touches himself, does some magic, and he yells across the river, being like, "The water belongs to the Sahuagin. Leave this place.
No.
Leaving.
Never return."
I mean, we might.
We have to
Run
cross the
away.
bridge. But
He speaks a
We won't
weird
go
language, but you guys understand what he says somehow.
Hey, bye! We, like, run away.
yeah. Come on, Thok. Don't cause more trouble.
As you guys book it away, this giant fish thing, it comes up out of the water, like you see its like body and head coming up over the 10-foot cliff as you guys fade into the distance.
Terrifying.
No.
And you guys just panic and run and run and run. Can't hear you, Lauren, but this is where we're going to end the session tonight.
I said shit's going crazy in Avalaria.
Can we maybe take a short rest?
I think we need to take a long rest.
Yeah, we'll do that stuff next session, but you guys are just running away from them at this point.
Did we get any experience points from escaping the town and fighting this fish?
You did. You didn't. The things you did not kill, I'll give you half experience for, but the things you did kill, I'll give you full experience.
So the bits at the beginning, what did I miss? Like we were going through the town?
Yeah.
Greenie's thing, basically.
Yeah, Greenie had a thing where he just talked to his people and was like, I don't think they're working for the dragon. And some stuff about the dwarves, and yeah. He was just like reporting back to his people.
That is 4,375 experience for today's session.
What?
Yeah.
That's not each, right? Like that's divided by.
Nope. Actually, yeah. Hold on. No, I was doing it. I fucked up my calculation. Yeah, no, it's not that much.
Oh, I should have shut my mouth.
Okay, so 1,675. I'll put that into their experience as well.
Woo. I only need 4,000 more and I level.
$1,000 and what, sorry?
675. 1,675. I just put it in the chat thing there too.
I'm excited. Next session I should level.
What are you at right now, Lauren?
30,675, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Matt, for running the session.
Yeah, it was fun how everyone got destroyed by something.
Yeah.
Everybody got distracted.
Keeps us humble.
But now I question, did the raven come from my mistress? Okay.
On a side note.
Yeah, I know, right? The raven's confusing. Was it a good raven or a bad raven? What does it mean?
Well, it led us to the body, so that could be a sign.
Right? Yeah, weird. You said on another note, Adam?
Oh, yeah. No, I was just going to ask how you guys were doing.
Pretty
good. It's Christmas season. Yeah.
Yeah, keeping busy.
I am the thirsty.
Are you guys family visit, or are you guys visiting family?
Oh, I'll probably go to my grandma's. I think Lauren's going to go work on Christmas Day for that super extra overtime.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm only going to work for like an hour, but I'll get paid for 10.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, hacks.
Yeah, because they have to pay me for at least 4, and then I get double time and a half. Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. But, alright, I guess I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good night.
Bye, have a good night.
Night. Should probably put you guys on a different map. Let's put you on the map.
Yeah, it's like $175 for one day.